Hi, fourth grade. It's Miss Posk here. And this week, I'm going to be teaching you a lot about a theme of a story. Okay, so think about this like reading workshop. Think about if we're at school on the rug, getting ready for reading workshop. Here's our mini lesson. And today's goal and today's focus is to talk about theme. So by the end of this lesson, you are going to be able to, number one, define what a theme is. You're going to be able to give us the definition of a theme in a story. And how we're going to do that is we are going to be looking at some examples from stories that we've read in the past. Okay, so let's take a look at the definition here of a theme. So, the theme is an overall message of the story, okay, or a lesson. Lots of times it is the main or big idea that revolves around the whole book, okay? So think about the author, think about the message that they're trying to tell you or the lesson that they're trying to teach you, okay? Lots of times there's a main idea or something big that kind of keeps coming up in the books. These main ideas, these themes, these lessons, they come up a lot in the book, and it's kind of up to us to find them, whether they be written to us or we have to dig deep and what we call infer themes. Okay, and we're going to talk about a little bit about that um, as the week goes along. So here's this really cool chart, and it talks a lot about what a theme is. All right. So, theme, again, a moral message or lesson of a story. This chart calls it the heart of the story. That's where the heart is. That's where kind of the most important parts are of the story. And the theme is often inferred. So, we're going to talk a little bit about what that word means later on this week. And some examples of themes, you can say courage. Okay. That means bravery. If you're courageous, it means you're willing and brave and daring, and you have courage. Okay. Honesty means telling the truth. Family could be a theme. Okay. Family could be a big part of the books. Jealousy, okay, means someone's jealous. Respect, kindness, fears, meaning things that you're afraid of. Believing in yourself, that's kind of a lesson. All right. Teamwork, discovery, love, overcoming obstacles. That's a good one. Differences, being happy with yourself, persistence, accepting others, goodness. All right. And goodness just means, like, for instance, if there's a lot of good happening in the book, if there's a lot of it's kind of like being kind, but, like goodness, like good things, good deeds happening. So all of these are really good examples of some themes, and maybe you're thinking to yourself, "Oh man, I read a book that talks a lot about honesty or accepting others or love or goodness. There was a lot of goodness, and one of my characters in my book overcame some obstacles. I remember that." So great. I hope you're thinking about some of those because that's what you're going to be focusing on today when you actually go off and do your independent reading, okay? So I made this little chart for us, okay, of some books that we've read in fourth grade so far during Read Aloud that we hopefully remember at this point. Shiloh and Castle in the Attic. So each one of these had themes, okay? Let's check them out. So in Shiloh, the theme or the big idea, right? Lying to family and friends is wrong, but protecting animals is the right thing to do. So, um, Marty was a boy who lied all the time. He lied to protect Shiloh, but in the end, it really wasn't worth it because that wasn't protecting Shiloh. It was just making not only him, but Shiloh in more danger, right? Because, Shiloh got hurt because of Marty's lies, and his family was upset and fighting and not happy because of his lies. So he ended up realizing that all of what he was doing was wrong, and he started to tell the truth and be a little bit more honest with himself and everyone. And um you know he actually had a happy ending with being able to keep Shiloh. But he did stand up for Shiloh. He did protect him. He did try to protect the animals' rights, and that is the right thing to do. All right. So, some big takeaways from Shiloh: honesty, goodness, and respect. Okay. You have to have respect for each other. Although Marty didn't like Judd as a person, by the end, I feel like he showed him some respect by working for him and really trying to talk to him face to face with respect. Okay. And not fighting. And respect goes a long way, as we all know. Honesty, of course, you gotta be honest, and goodness, all right? There were some good things that were happening towards the end of the book, as well, okay? And those were some of the really big ideas, the things that kept coming up. Honesty, a big one, okay? But, I hope you can kinda see where we're going here. Castle in the Attic. All right. Castle in the Attic had a lot of cool stuff in there, right? We have William and the Silver Knight. Okay. And remember, knights had to be brave to show bravery, honesty, and loyalty. Okay. Those were the three big things that um, knights had to do, that knights had to become. Okay. In order to successfully become one, you had to show all of these things. And if you did, then you'll be okay. And that's what happened with William and the Silver Knight. He trained and he showed all of these things while um, in his journey in the fantasy world. Okay. Um, and then he was also really courageous. He showed courage throughout the book. So I added that one in there. So those were some of the big takeaways and themes from Castle in the Attic. Okay. So really short mini lesson today, but I hope we kind of get these a little bit. And what I want you to do today is when you go and do your independent reading, because you should at this point, um, I want you to think about a theme or something big or an idea that comes up in your books. I want you to think about some of these words that are here, and are they happening in your book? Are they happening a lot? You know, is the character showing any of these a lot? Um, Let us know. Let us know. And what you're going to do is you're going to go into your Google Classroom and there's going to be a form that you're going to fill out. Okay. There's like about 4 questions, and one of the questions is about a book that you've read. And I want you to start talking about some of these words and some of these themes. And then we're really going to get into that inferencing later on this week. Okay. With a new story. Okay. And I left this spot blank because I want to share um, our new story this week. Okay. For that spot. All right. And I want you guys to come up with a theme for that story. So, check out Google Classroom, hop on. There's a Google form with 4 questions, and fill that out. Okay. And it's also below this link on the new grade 4 plan. Okay. Um, all right, and that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and um, I hope to hear some really good things on that Google form and see some good things about starting to think about some themes of your books. Okay, so good luck. Enjoy your independent reading time, and you can always come back to this video. You can always come back and look at this if you get stuck with any of those questions. Okay. Um, Hope everybody has a good day. Bye.